So, what did we watch this week?
A movie called 12 Rounds.
Okay, well, I imagine the listeners at
7
home...
pounds?
No, 12 Rounds.
Sorry, never mind then. There's 7 pounds, the Batman villain, who commits 7-pound themed crimes.
Yeah, this is a joke that has occurred entirely off mic for the Flophouse.
It's an inside joke.
So now they feel...
I'll sum it up.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll sum it up quick style, and then you guys can fill in the gaps.
Okay. You probably missed stuff.
Yeah, basically...
He kept getting up to serve corned beef to us, so...
Yeah.
And cake.
And cake at one point.
I'm a hell of a host.
And you were scrapbooking most of the time, if I recall.
Yeah, there was...
I was doing some decoupage.
You had a lot of pulling out your rare stamps and 1943 Madagascar butterfly.
Look,
Misprint, if you notice. Or like, Dan, we're trying to watch 12 rounds.
philately doesn't take care of itself. That's something you got to keep
The
up
plane
with.
is upside down. Dan, Tom Cena is stopping a trolley car with another car. Come on.
Nope. Tom.
Optrix, yeah.
Yeah. So who will triumph in this helicopter battle? Will it be the villain or the hero?
Will it be? Will it, as Stuart pointed out, I think, will it be the tiny villain with very thin arms, or will it be John Cena, who, as you pointed out, Dan, is a golem?
He's a fucking monster.
He is. He basically the only thing here.
Combine Heath Ledger with a mountain, and that's John
The
Cena.
only thing that compares to him are the scenes in John Rambo when Sylvester Stallone is just kind of like running through swamps and looks more animal than man.
Like some kind of a mud man. Like
Yes.
some kind of Neanderthal who's escaped into our time.
you have to assume that at some point a gorilla was shaved, somehow taught to speak English, and is now roaming the earth as a cop in New Orleans.
Yeah. And then kill them.
But for a movie that's so like concerned with action movie like tropes, though, like they give John Cena like the most boring end of the movie thing. Like
Yeah.
wasn't it just like you lose?
Yeah, he does. Well, he says "fuck you" at one point, and then later he says "you lose." Yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't even like knockout. You know,
TKO. You're ready to take on the champ.
Nice. Any more boxing metaphors?
Let's see, sweet science, squared circle. That's
hit the
wrestling.
canvas.
Throw in the towel.
Yeah.
Yep, that's pretty good.
So that cut my eye, Mickey.
Yeah, because most of the after he got
Boxing.
hit,
Crap thunder.
after he got
Rope-a-dope.
shocked by those, after he got shocked by those paddles, he basically just punched the bad guy a bunch of times, and then the bad guy just sat there.
Yeah.
He just laid down.
Because he was punching him really hard, and this is
Yeah.
a tiny guy he's hitting.
This
If you-
is
listen,
clearly a professional
You feel
wrestler.
so
If
bad.
this was not a movie, that man would be dead from those punches. His neck would snap.
He'd be disfigured at the very least.
It's like he's hitting. It's like the Sandman is hitting him with a giant battering arm hand.
So they're on this bus and they're talking about some
Tom
bullshit that I
Bombadil.
wasn't really paying attention
They're
to.
asking whether they saw last night's house.
Yep, and
There's a lot. I know he never said, but I assumed he would. We're not so different, you and I. Two sides of the same coin. But
7 pounds.
And over.
and the only reason John Cena could do it is because he has the strength of, holy scrolls being placed inside his clay body.
Yes. Because he's a mud man.
This movie, as we sort of alluded to before,
It makes me want to see a movie where John Cena defends the Jews of Prague.
Like in the Marine.
Yeah, is that what he does in the Marine?
Yes.
Okay. In the Marine, they build him to save the Jewish ghetto of Prague.
Against Robert Patrick, who's slowly morphing into Martin Sheen.
wow. So
Or-
you're saying
or
that
like the-
that's the A+ action movie?
Or like the end
Yeah.
of Tango and Cash, where they high five, and then that's the picture on the newspaper that says they're back.
Wait, who was the photographer there? Who took that photo?
Somebody took that picture.
And that's very vague.
That's
They're
the
just
scene.
saying they're back. Like,
Well, Tango and Cash are the most famous cops in America. People recognize their faces. You're forgetting there's a newspaper earlier in the movie that shows Ray Tango and says Tango gets some, and then it shows a picture below the fold of Cash, and it says like Cash gets some.
I love that movie so much. So you have to.
It's obvious from your contents of your refrigerator you haven't been watching your figure. Probably been keeping your eyes too close on the evidence you used to set us up. Oh, I love that movie.
but you,
Tango.
you want.